Welcome back. This is the bonus episode for Sonic Mania. You might be surprised, say, but Bran, you didn't do a bonus episode for Sonic CD. Well, I was young and naive then, and I got some more time now, so let me turn this volume. You know how it goes. I gotta turn, even in post-commentary, I have to turn the volume down. Alright, we're good. So, I figured I'd start from the final boss, just because when I played the game for the first time, it was actually my first time playing the game. So, it took me a little while. I raged a little bit. I died a few times. But I guarantee I won't die here. I will get hit, but like that. Didn't take very long. But I do manage to beat this boss with like 3 cycles, I guess, which is weird because I just assumed that you'd automatically have to see all 3 versions of the heavies, the gun shooter guy, and the spiny guy, and then the magician dude. But apparently not. We'll see this one and the spiny guy, and then I'm able to take him out. He just kind of resets his pattern and lets us hit him. But the first few hits are the hardest. When he has 4 tentacles and you don't have a good angle of approach, that's when you're gonna have the most trouble. I think it takes me about 2 minutes, so kick back, enjoy. I don't really have much else to say about this boss. He almost reminds me a little bit of the Sonic CD boss, the Sonic CD final boss in Metallic Madness. It's not nearly as, that smooth, I don't care who you are. It's not nearly as difficult as, say, like, okay, Final Zone in Sonic 1 was easy. Final Zone, Death Egg Zone, I'd say Death Egg Zone is probably the hardest boss easily in classic Sonic history. And then you got the Metallic Madness guy who's a pushover, and then Doomsday Zone it's not too tough actually. I mean, it can kill you, it has some death traps, but you just want to kind of spin into him, roll, spin into him, and that's generally your best shot if you're on the correct side of him. And here, of course, Tails screwed me up. I was perfect. I was ready, and then Tails just kind of screwed me over. But I figured I had to do it with Tails because I started to play through with Tails. I was gonna do Sonic solo mode. Yeah, for some reason, I think this is the point where we kind of reset his pattern. I was waiting for him to jump back to the middle, and he never did. And that's why I keep getting hit. I'm like, oh, he's gonna jump back eventually. And I almost died there. Yes, I did. But here we go, heading into the true ending. If you don't like flashes of light, this is not for you. My seizure-prone friends, take heed. And that, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but that's the Phantom Ruby. It sounds like something from a Persona 5 that, well, spoiler alert, but that Haru would come up with when the gang first meets her. Sounds like something she would do. The Phantom Ruby! But I love how the counter in the upper left is just going all sorts of wacko. And here we go. Final boss music. Final boss zone. Final zone? They don't even give this zone a name. I try to play this as flawlessly as possible. I will get hit. I'm actually not sure of a good strategy for this. Now, the Robotnik, here's the thing. The boss comes in 2 forms. You have the hard-boiled heavy here, giant heavy, mech heavy, I don't know his name, I'm sorry. I should have looked it up beforehand. He has these orbs that circle him, and then he'll eventually fire them off. He doesn't always fire a set number. Sometimes he'll fire like 3, and then other times he'll fire a bunch, and then like in later forms he gets duplicate orbs, so he just kind of keeps firing. So I just generally try to take the hit and hurt him, even if I lose rings, because you do have rings that gravitate to you, and they do keep replenishing, so you're never really in harm. Now this section is when they pass the ruby back and forth from Eggman to the heavy. When Eggman has the ruby, he comes after you with his little walker mech, and he tries to pump you back. He does 4 hits, and then he's stationary. So if you just listen for the 4 hits, and then you jump at him, you'll be fine. You also have this move here, which I'm showing you. It's like a little light dash attack. Presumably, that's what you should use to hit the heavy, but I never find it working, and it costs you rings, so odds are you'll just end up dying faster than you normally would. So I just kind of abuse hit stun, hit frames, invincibility frames, and see what works. But really, wash, rinse, repeat. It's not too difficult to find a boss the first time. You will have a little bit of trouble just getting used to the whole Sonic flying and managing your rings, but as long as you just kind of stay cognizant, Robotnik can't take rings from you, only the Heavy can with his orbs, so as long as you stay vigilant, you'll be fine. And there you go. Heavy is down. I will say this is some amazing music. Amazing final boss music. So the Chaos Emeralds scatter, and Sonic and the Phantom Ruby are sucked into the void. Now go back and watch the ending I got, the original bad ending, because I don't actually know what the difference is. I haven't watched them back to back, and there probably is a difference, but I mean, that's Little Planet, which is weird because this game didn't take place on Little Planet. Well, 2 zones took place on Little Planet. Or is it just the planet of this game? I don't actually know, because that's Little Planet. And then it explodes in the shape of Sonic. Like, what? You just murdered a whole planet. That doesn't make any sense to me. But thanks for watching. I will see you in part 2 of the bonus episode.